In the late 16th century, an ambitious attempt to establish England's first permanent settlement in the New World ended in a chilling enigma. A colony vanished without a trace, leaving behind only one cryptic clue, a single word carved into a wooden post, Croton. What really happened to the lost colony of Roanoke? The story begins in 1587 when English settlers, led by John White, established a colony on Roanoke Island, off the coast of present-day North Carolina. The colony consisted of 115 men, women, and children, all hopeful for a new beginning in the untamed lands of the Americas. At first, the settlers struggled to survive, grappling with food shortages and tensions with local Native American tribes. John White decided to return to England for supplies, leaving behind his daughter, son-in-law, and granddaughter, Virginia Dare, the first English child born in the Americas. White's journey back to England was delayed by the Anglo-Spanish War. It wasn't until 3 years later, in 1590, that he returned to Roanoke. What he found, or rather, what he didn't find, has haunted history ever since. The settlement was deserted. No sign of struggle, no bodies, and no clues, except for the word Croton carved into a wooden post and the letters CRO etched into a nearby tree. So, what happened to the settlers? Over the centuries, numerous theories have emerged. One popular theory suggests the settlers integrated with the Croton tribe, now known as the Hatteras tribe. Some later explorers reported sightings of Native Americans with European features, lending credibility to this idea. Another theory posits the settlers attempted to relocate inland, possibly to the Chesapeake Bay area, but succumbed to starvation or conflict before they could establish a new settlement. Of course, not all explanations are rooted in logic. Some believe the colonists fell victim to supernatural forces, perhaps cursed by the land or abducted by otherworldly entities. Today, archaeologists and historians continue to investigate. Recent discoveries, such as English artifacts found on Hatteras Island and inland locations, suggest the settlers may have split into smaller groups to survive. The truth about the lost colony of Roanoke may never be fully known. Was it assimilation, migration, or something far more sinister? The mystery endures, leaving us to wonder, what really happened to the 115 men, women, and children who vanished without a trace? What do you think happened to the lost colony of Roanoke? Share your theories in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more unsolved mysteries. Welcome, mystery seekers. Today, we're exploring a centuries-old enigma that has baffled treasure hunters and researchers alike. It's a tale of hidden wealth, strange discoveries, and traps that seem designed to keep something secret. Join us as we dive into the mystery of the Oak Island Money Pit. Off the coast of Nova Scotia, Canada, lies a small island with a big mystery. For over 200 years, people have been trying to unearth what's hidden in a place known as the Money Pit. But what makes this treasure hunt so compelling? Let's go back to where it all began. In 1795, a young man named Daniel McGinnis noticed a strange circular depression on Oak Island. Curious, he began digging with 2 friends. They soon found layers of logs and stone, each marking a precise 10 feet down. It was clear this wasn't just an ordinary hole, it was an engineered shaft. As they continued, they found mysterious symbols and even more layers, reinforcing their belief that treasure awaited them below. But each layer they uncovered only deepened the mystery. Over the years, many theories have emerged about what might lie at the bottom. Some say it's pirate treasure, maybe from the infamous Captain Kidd. Others think it might be the hidden jewels of Marie Antoinette or even treasures from ancient civilizations. Along the way, excavators have uncovered unusual items, fragments of a gold chain, a piece of parchment, and even coconut fiber, something strange for an island in Canada. But the biggest mystery is the elaborate trap that keeps the pit flooded with seawater, preventing people from digging too deep. Here's where it gets even stranger. According to legend, 7 people must die before the treasure will be found. And as of today, 6 people have lost their lives trying to solve this mystery. Each expedition has faced accidents, cave-ins, and strange setbacks. Despite modern technology, no one has reached the bottom, and the mystery of what, if anything, lies at the end of the money pit remains unsolved. Is it cursed, or just incredibly well hidden? So, what do you think? Is Oak Island home to a buried fortune, or just an elaborate construction with no treasure at all? Let us know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching, mystery lovers. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more tales of the unknown. Until next time, keep searching for the truth. Imagine if everything you know about the past, the stories, the dates, the rulers, was wrong. Imagine that someone, centuries ago, altered history, adding entire centuries that never happened. Today, we explore a theory that suggests history itself might be an illusion. Welcome to the mystery of the phantom time hypothesis. In 1991, German historian Dr. Herbert Illig proposed a radical idea, the phantom time hypothesis. According to him, nearly 300 years of our history, specifically from AD 614 to 911, were fabricated. That's right, he suggested that parts of the early Middle Ages never actually happened. But why would anyone tamper with time? Dr. Illig theorized that this deception was orchestrated to legitimize the rule of the Holy Roman Emperor Otto III, who wanted to reign during the millennium, the year 1000 AD. This manipulation, he claims, was a collaboration between the Byzantine Empire, the Roman Catholic Church, and the Holy Roman Empire. Illig believed he found clues pointing to these missing years. For instance, there's a mysterious gap in architectural progress during the supposed phantom years. Buildings that should date back to this era are nearly absent, with very few records of significant constructions. Additionally, Illig argued that historical documents from this period appear to be recycled or lack detail, suggesting they could have been modified or fabricated. Even calendar discrepancies, Illig claims, support his theory. The Julian calendar, created in 45 BC, was replaced by the Gregorian calendar in 1582. Yet, Illig argued, if 297 phantom years never existed, then our modern calendar would actually line up perfectly with the solar cycle. Of course, this theory has faced intense criticism. Most historians find the phantom time hypothesis far-fetched, pointing to evidence like historical events in other parts of the world that coincide with the supposedly missing years. For example, Chinese, Persian, and Islamic historical records show a continuous timeline that contradicts Illig's claims. Archaeological finds, including artifacts with consistent dates, also contradict the phantom time hypothesis. Critics argue that these findings simply wouldn't exist if so many years had truly been fabricated. Despite the skepticism, the phantom time hypothesis has gathered a devoted following, especially among conspiracy enthusiasts. For some, it's thrilling to imagine that history might contain hidden secrets, waiting to be unraveled. Others see it as a way to question how we accept historical facts, without evidence we can directly verify. In an age where more information is available than ever, theories like this remind us how little we may actually know about the past. So, is it possible that centuries of history never happened? Could we be living in a timeline altered for political gain? Or is this theory just another strange footnote in our endless fascination with conspiracy and mystery? Let us know what you think. In the heart of Suffolk, England, lies a village called Woolpit. While it may seem like any other quaint English village, Woolpit holds one of the most puzzling mysteries of medieval Europe, an enigma that has baffled historians, scholars, and skeptics alike. This is the story of the Green Children of Woolpit. It was sometime in the 12th century when the villagers of Woolpit stumbled upon something beyond belief. Two children, a boy and a girl, appeared out of nowhere. They were discovered near a wolf pit, a type of trap used to protect the villagers' livestock from wolves. But what made these children extraordinary were their features. Their clothes were strange, their language was unrecognizable, and their skin had an unusual, almost unnatural green tint. This story of the Green Children of Woolpit is well documented in the writings of chroniclers like Ralph of Coggeshall and William of Newburgh. Both recorded accounts of these mysterious children, something unheard of for such a rural, medieval village. The villagers tried to speak with the children, but their words were like nothing anyone had ever heard. no one could understand them. And despite offering them all kinds of food, the children refused to eat until they were given raw beans. After some time, the children began eating other types of food, and their green skin slowly returned to a more natural color. But then, tragedy struck. The boy became ill and, sadly, passed away. However, the girl grew stronger, learned English, and eventually revealed her and her brother's story. According to her, they came from a place called St. Martin's Land, a world of twilight where everyone was green. She said they'd been herding cattle when they suddenly found themselves in a strange new land after following the sound of church bells. This statement raises so many questions. Where was St. Martin's Land? Was it an allegory for something? Or could it be that they came from some unknown civilization, hidden away from the world? Over the years, countless theories have emerged. Some speculate they may have been Flemish children fleeing persecution, their skin color an effect of malnutrition. Others believe in a supernatural explanation, suggesting they came from a parallel dimension or were part of an ancient legend brought to life. Modern science has also stepped in, with some experts suggesting the children's green color could have resulted from chlorosis, a condition caused by a severe iron deficiency. But does that fully explain the language, the strange origin story, and their mysterious arrival? To this day, no one has been able to prove where the children came from or why their story has endured. Were they just children lost in a foreign land, or is there something more hidden in the quiet fields of Woolpit? Centuries have passed, yet the mystery of the green children of Woolpit lives on, capturing our imaginations and reminding us that some mysteries may never be solved. Ancient mysteries often leave us with more questions than answers. One of the greatest cartographic puzzles is the Piri Reis map, a 500-year-old artifact that defies logic, suggesting knowledge of lands that were supposedly undiscovered at the time. Who created this map, and how could it be so accurate? Let's uncover the secrets of the Piri Reis map. In 1513, an Ottoman admiral named Piri Reis completed an extraordinary map. Unlike any other map of its time, it detailed coastlines and continents with a precision that should have been impossible. How did Piri Reis, a man born in a time before advanced navigation tools, capture so much detail of the known and unknown world? Drawn on a piece of gazelle skin, the Piri Reis map depicts parts of Europe, North Africa, and South America with incredible accuracy. This would be impressive on its own, but what has mystified historians and scientists is the map's depiction of the coast of Antarctica, centuries before it was officially discovered. The Piri Reis map includes coastlines and features that were unknown at the time. Antarctica, in particular, appears without ice, a geographical detail that wouldn't be confirmed until the 20th century. This raises a profound question: did ancient civilizations have knowledge lost to history? Or was Piri Reis working from sources we no longer have today? The Piri Reis map might have been drawn using information from ancient maps dating back to civilizations like the Greeks or Egyptians, who possibly explored or inherited knowledge of distant lands. It's possible that these sources were lost, leaving us only with fragments. Many theories attempt to explain the Piri Reis map. Some suggest it could be based on ancient Greek or Phoenician maps. Others believe in the possibility of lost civilizations, like Atlantis, passing down knowledge. A more controversial theory even suggests that the map shows Earth as viewed from above, as if from the sky. This theory has led some to suggest extraterrestrial involvement or ancient alien technology. But skeptics argue that the map's unusual features might be due to interpretation errors or artistic liberties taken by Piri Reis himself. In recent decades, scientists and researchers have applied modern technology to examine the map, trying to verify if Piri Reis' representation of the coastline was simply coincidental. However, the findings have only deepened the mystery. The precise alignments with modern maps are uncanny, making it harder to dismiss as mere coincidence. Did Piri Reis have access to a lost source of knowledge that has since vanished? Or could this be an instance of remarkable coincidence or artistic interpretation? The Piri Reis map remains one of history's greatest cartographic mysteries. With its striking accuracy and unexplained details, it challenges our understanding of ancient civilizations. Was it a map made by skilled cartographers with incredible foresight? Or are there secrets in our history that we have yet to uncover? One thing is certain, the Piri Reis map still captivates minds and raises questions about humanity's true history. Perhaps, someday, we'll uncover the lost knowledge that inspired it. Imagine a sound, persistent, untraceable, and so elusive that it drives people to the brink of madness. Welcome to the mystery of the Taos Hum, a phenomenon that has puzzled scientists, baffled locals, and intrigued mystery seekers for decades. Nestled in the high desert of northern New Mexico, Taos is a serene and artistic town. But for some, it's also the epicenter of an unsettling auditory anomaly, a low-frequency hum that defies explanation. It's like a diesel engine idling in the distance. At first, I thought it was a truck, but it never went away. I only hear it at night. It's faint but persistent. It feels like it's inside my head, not coming from outside. The Taos Hum first gained attention in the early 1990s when numerous residents reported hearing the mysterious sound. It wasn't long before scientists, audiologists, and even government agencies got involved. But their investigations yielded more questions than answers. We've measured sound frequencies in the area and conducted hearing tests on those affected. Yet, there's no consistent source or pattern. Some people hear it, while others in the same location hear nothing at all. Theories abound. Some believe the hum is caused by seismic activity or underground gas pipelines. Others suggest it's the result of low-frequency electromagnetic waves from communication devices. Then there are the more outlandish ideas, secret military experiments, UFOs, or even a psychological phenomenon. We've ruled out most conventional sources. Could this be something beyond our understanding? Something not of this world? Despite years of study, the Taos Hum remains unsolved. For those who hear it, it's an inescapable part of their lives. For others, it's a tantalizing mystery, an example of how much we still don't know about our world. So, what do you think? Is the Taos Hum a natural phenomenon, a man-made mystery, or something more otherworldly? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. The world is full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered. Until next time, keep listening for the unexplained. Imagine a lonely island, a raging sea, and 3 lighthouse keepers who vanish without a trace. Over a century ago, this chilling mystery unfolded on Eilean Mor, a remote island in the Flannan Isles of Scotland. Was it a freak accident, foul play, or something beyond explanation? Join me as we unravel the strange case of the disappearing lighthouse keepers of Eilean Mor. The 3 keepers stationed on Eilean Mor were Thomas Marshall, James Duckett, and Donald MacArthur. On December 15, 1900, the lighthouse stopped sending its regular signals. A passing ship, the Archtor, reported that the light was out, but the treacherous weather delayed any immediate investigation. The lighthouse was eerily empty. The door was unlocked, and inside, everything seemed normal, except for the absence of the keepers. A single chair was overturned, a clock had stopped, and 2 of the men's oilskins were missing. Outside, investigators found damage consistent with a violent storm, a rope railing was torn away, and equipment was scattered. But one thing was clear, there was no sign of the men. A logbook added another layer to the mystery. Entries described severe weather on December 12th and 13th, with one keeper reportedly crying, despite being a seasoned sailor. The final entry, dated December 15th, simply read, "Storm ended. Sea calm. God is over all." What could it mean? Over the years, countless theories have emerged to explain the men's disappearance. Let's explore the most compelling ones. 1. A freak wave. Some believe a massive wave swept the men into the sea as they tried to secure equipment during the storm. 2. A murder-suicide. Could tensions between the keepers have boiled over, leading to violence? 3. Supernatural causes. Others point to the island's long-standing reputation for being haunted or cursed. Could the men have been victims of something otherworldly? 4. Alien abduction. For the conspiracy theorists, the isolated location and lack of evidence point to an extraterrestrial explanation. To this day, the disappearance of the lighthouse keepers of Eilean Mor remains unsolved. Theories abound, but the truth may never be known. What do you think happened to them? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's discuss. If you enjoyed unraveling this mystery, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating tales from the unknown. Until next time, stay curious. Welcome, mystery seekers. Today, we're diving into one of history's strangest unsolved mysteries, the vanishing of Flight 19, an enigma that gave rise to the legend of the Bermuda Triangle. Strap in, because this is one flight you won't forget. But what should have been a simple navigation drill soon turned into a nightmare that left experts baffled for decades. The 5 planes, collectively known as Flight 19, disappeared without a trace, taking 14 men with them. These were the chilling words of Lieutenant Charles Taylor, the flight leader. Despite his experience, Taylor and his squadron seemed to have lost their bearings entirely. The compasses malfunctioned, and the pilots grew increasingly disoriented. The last known position of Flight 19 was somewhere off the east coast of Florida, heading into what we now call the Bermuda Triangle. But fate had other plans. The rescue plane, along with its 13 crew members, vanished too. Witnesses reported seeing a fireball in the sky, but no wreckage was ever found. At this point, the mystery had escalated to an almost supernatural level. So, what really happened to Flight 19? Let's explore the theories. Some believe Lieutenant Taylor made a series of navigational mistakes. His insistence on heading east, despite evidence they were over the Gulf of Mexico, may have doomed the squadron. Others point to the compasses malfunctioning. Could it have been magnetic anomalies in the Bermuda Triangle? Storms and rogue waves are common in this area. Could a sudden squall have taken them by surprise? And then, of course, there's the more out-there explanations: alien abductions, time warps, or even portals to another dimension. Despite decades of research, no conclusive evidence has ever been found. Wreckage from Flight 19, or the rescue plane, remains undiscovered. The mystery has become part of the Bermuda Triangle lore, captivating imaginations around the world. They were declared lost at sea, but their story is far from forgotten. The ocean hides many secrets, and the story of Flight 19 reminds us of just how little we truly know about our world. What do you think happened? Was it human error, bad weather, or something beyond our understanding? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more unsolved mysteries. Until next time, keep seeking the unknown. Welcome back, curious minds, to another journey into the unexplained. Today, we explore a story that sounds like it's straight out of science fiction, but witnesses claim it's true. Imagine traveling through an airport, only to discover someone with a passport from a country that doesn't exist. This is the story of the man from Taured. Let's uncover the details and decide if this mystery holds any truth. It's July 1954, and Tokyo's Haneda Airport is bustling with activity. Among the travelers, a man steps off a plane, appearing just like any other businessman. But as he presents his passport to customs officials, confusion sets in. His passport looks authentic, stamped with visa entries from numerous countries, but the country of origin? Taured. A nation that doesn't exist on any map. At first, officials thought it might be a mistake, but the man insisted Taured was real. He even pointed to its location on a map, near the border of France and Spain. But where he pointed, only Andorra existed. Who was this man, and where did he really come from? The man was impeccably dressed and fluent in several languages, including Japanese. His story was consistent: he was a businessman visiting Japan for the third time that year. He even presented legal documents, including a driver's license, company papers, and currency from several countries. Everything seemed legitimate, except for Taured. Authorities were baffled. They decided to detain him in a nearby hotel while they investigated. The man reportedly complied without resistance, even expressing frustration at the situation. Guards were stationed outside his hotel room door, but by the next morning, the man had vanished. No trace of him or his belongings could be found. Even more mysteriously, all of his documents, including the Taured passport, disappeared from the airport's records. To this day, no one knows how he escaped or what happened to the evidence. Did he slip past security unnoticed? Or did he somehow return to the world he claimed to be from? The case of the Taured man has sparked countless theories. Some believe he was a time traveler or a visitor from a parallel universe, accidentally crossing into our dimension. Others think it could be an elaborate hoax, or perhaps a case of mistaken identity, fueled by Cold War paranoia. But skeptics argue there's little verifiable evidence that this incident ever happened. It could simply be an urban legend, passed down and embellished over the decades. Yet, the details remain eerily consistent in every retelling. Whether the man from Taured was a lost traveler, a clever con artist, or a figment of collective imagination, his story continues to fascinate. It raises bigger questions about the nature of our reality and whether other dimensions might occasionally overlap with our own. Could there really be worlds beyond our understanding, or is this just a tall tale that's too good to ignore? The truth remains as elusive as the man himself. So, what do you think? Was the man from Taured real, or just a myth born from a misunderstanding? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this dive into the unexplained, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more mysteries every week. Until next time, keep questioning the world around you. In the realm of mystery, the answers often lead to more questions. In December 1872, a merchant ship named the Mary Celeste was discovered adrift in the Atlantic Ocean. Her sails were set, her cargo intact, and her lifeboat missing. But her crew completely vanished. To this day, the mystery of what happened remains one of the greatest unsolved enigmas of the sea. The Mary Celeste set sail from New York City, bound for Genoa, Italy, with Captain Benjamin Briggs, his wife, Sarah, their 2-year-old daughter, Sophia, and a crew of 7. It was a routine journey, until it wasn't. On December 4th, the British brig Dei Grazia found the Mary Celeste drifting aimlessly. When the crew boarded, they found no one aboard. The ship's provisions were untouched, and there was no sign of a struggle. Even more bizarre, the cargo of alcohol barrels was unharmed. The ship's logbook offered few clues. Its last entry placed the vessel near the Azores, but there was no indication of any distress. Over the years, countless theories have emerged. A sudden seaquake or waterspout may have forced the crew to abandon ship. Alcohol fumes from the cargo could have caused an explosion scare. Pirates? Unlikely, there was no evidence of looting. Or perhaps something more supernatural? Despite exhaustive investigations, the fate of the Mary Celeste's crew remains an unsolved mystery. Was it human error, a natural disaster, or something otherworldly? The Mary Celeste is a ghost ship in every sense of the word, an enduring reminder of the secrets the sea keeps. What do you think happened that fateful day in 1872? Subscribe for more mysteries, and comment your theories below.